Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. With today's video, I'm hoping to be able to help you be productive during these tough times where we're all staying at home, working from home. I have done a video for you guys earlier on different things that you could do while you're at home in self-isolation during this lockdown. Apart from that, Jerry and I also put together a list of I think 20 movies and shows that you can definitely watch while all of us are at home indoors so much. But with today's video, I just want to talk about productivity. I want to talk about maintaining routine. It's very easy to go completely rogue and sleep at odd hours or eat anything you want or not get enough work done as you need to. So if you're someone who's struggling with productivity, please continue watching this video because I've listed out a few tips that I'm finding personally helpful, things that I've been doing for myself, and hopefully I'm going to be able to help you with today's video as well. So let's just dive right into this. Okay, so tip number one that I have for you is to continue to maintain a morning routine. It's very easy to become one of those people who's taking a shower at 6 p.m. in the evening because you're at home all the time. Your video meetings, video calls, Zoom calls, whatever we're doing, Skype is probably, it's not something that requires for you to bathe. I get it. I also have had my days of taking a shower before I went to bed at night or at like 4 in the afternoon, very random hours. But I really quickly realized that when I was doing that, I was feeling more energetic after taking my shower. It's just one of those like classical conditioning behavioral things where if you're used to getting up in the morning, taking a shower and then kick-starting your day, it is after the shower that you will feel more productive. So maintain your morning routine, whether it's your breakfast, whether it's your shower, whether it's your morning skincare routine, doesn't matter. Just make sure you stick to keeping that first part of your day as soon as you wake up as sacred as it always has been. The next tip number 2 that I'm going to give you is one of the most important things to keep in mind. I cannot stress this enough. It is very easy to land up going and picking up your phone every time you have a couple of just free minutes. Think of it like this. If you were at school, college, at work, running your business, whatever it is that you were doing, you probably were not picking your phone up as much as you are now. Don't just pick up your phone because it's around and because you have 5 minutes and you don't have a colleague sitting next to you. Try to keep your phone at a little bit of a distance, pick it up as and when required. One of the things that I have landed up doing, which is working really well for me, and this is a tip that I'm definitely going to give to you guys. I also did this pre-lockdown, pre-quarantine, has nothing to do with this to be honest, is that I use web WhatsApp on my laptop. So invariably, if I'm chatting with 5 different people, that's fine, but at least I know I will not land up picking up my phone and scrolling through Instagram endlessly, because that is a rabbit hole. Once you're in there, you have at least 40 minutes gone, and I allow myself to do only 1 or 2 scrolls a day, and I limit myself time wise. So it might be a good idea for you to try, and I'm not saying like look at all screen time because we have so much work that happens on our screens also. Just try to keep your phone physically a little bit at a distance, and you will see that instant productivity change that you'll notice in yourself. One of the things I have always talked about, I've done an organizing video in the past and I've always talked about this in multiple videos. Keep a to-do list, maintain a schedule for the day. I want to just sort of digress for a second and say it is okay to go off plan, go tangent, take a couple of, a little bit here and there, because we understand that these are distressing times. We're all dealing with a circumstance that we probably haven't ever in the past and hopefully will not ever again after this. But try to maintain at least a rough schedule, a flow of how you want the day to go for yourself. That is just so important. And the reason I say it is very, very important is because once you have that flow, you know how to navigate your way around that day. So before you go to sleep, like I do this, before I go to bed every night, I will make sure I have my to-do for the day laid out for me for the next day. And when I start my day every day, I go through the to-do and plan out things as number 1, number 2, number 3, which will help me prioritize what absolutely needs to be done first. These are just simple hacks I've learned over a period of time that help me stay focused, stay not just like stay doing the things, but doing the things in a certain order of priority, which is so important. The next tip I'm going to give you, I think this is tip number 4, is continue talking to your colleagues, classmates, just as often as you normally would. Employees, employers, doesn't matter. One of the things that this particular time period has made all of us experience is that we're all craving human emotion. We're all craving human contact, rather. I'm video calling and FaceTiming my family, my friends, so much more than usual. And one of the very important things I've come to learn is that it's very easy to just text people. Like, I'm also coordinating with my team of 4 people who's not in naturally because everyone's working from home, but instead of just texting them, it's really nice to set up a video call maybe once every day or every other day, just to talk to people, give some FaceTime and get an understanding of what's happening. Is there any problem? That way you can really be there for each other. Cut everybody's slack around you. Please understand that everybody's mental bandwidth, emotional bandwidth cannot be the same as you. If you're doing very well, good for you, but everybody else might not be in the same boat. So be a little bit empathetic, and that FaceTime will help you understand how well someone else is able to cope with the situations, and it'll just help make work smoother. Also, it'll almost sort of act as a proxy, a buffer for them actually being around you. So this way you're emotionally also feeling better, and if you're not, then the opportunity of talking to them through video calls will probably help you heal as well. Okay, this next point is again something I'm really going to stress on. I'm someone who's worked from home since I got out of college. I had an office for a little bit in the middle, which was my father's spare office at the time. He was between tenants, but then I've mostly been worked from home. So I'm used to this. But there are so many of my friends who are struggling because they realize that now that they're home, they're not able to really disconnect from their work because there's a lot of work pressure. And they'll land up, because like they're sitting with their families, they'll end up working till midnight, sometimes post midnight. Don't do that. Try and maintain a regular schedule as much as possible. And what I mean by it in this particular instance is make sure you have a start, pause, resume, stop time. Make sure you take that half an hour, 40 minutes lunch break, whatever it is that you're used to. Make sure you say, okay, it's 7 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever time you're used to getting done from work or studying or whatever, and say, okay, I'm done for the day. It's, as someone who is working from home most times, I can tell you this, it is a struggle to disconnect. Don't let that happen to you. Please don't let that happen to you, because it is just so important to make sure you're kind of finding that balance and keeping that schedule, taking me time away, not letting that merge with one another is one of the best things you will do for yourself. So make sure you say, hey, okay, this is my lunch break. I'm going to sit down, watch an episode of something on Netflix while eating or after eating or whatever, and then get back to work. Try to just kind of demarcate at least a little bit for yourself. The next point I'm going to tell you is something that is really going to help you keep productive, I promise. If you're someone who's used to walking, going on walks, jogs, runs, gym, workout, yoga, and you feel like you're at a standstill right now, I'm going to remind you that this is not necessarily a standstill for this department. You can walk in the house, walk around your house, do yoga, pull out the chadar mat, whatever you have, lay it out and just do your yoga. There are so many instructors on Instagram going live on an almost daily basis, enabling people to work out from home. If you're someone who is used to that physical upkeep, you need to keep that going. The reason I say this is because your body will be really confused if you go from being a regular fit workout person to suddenly doing nothing, and that will make you less energetic, less productive. It'll make you lethargic, and you will not be able to give the output that you want to give in any form. So make sure you keep that going. For me, I wasn't working out quite a bit before this lockdown also because of all the weddings and travel and all of that. But I am making it a point to do my stretches, to do a little bit of meditation, do just a little bit of yoga, anything that helps you feel better from a physical standpoint, so your body is not completely confused and doesn't go into a slump. Last but not the least, I just want to leave this on a note where I saw this bumper sticker on Instagram that said, you're not just working from home, you're working from home during a global crisis. Be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself. If you're not able to be as productive as you normally are, it's okay. This is I think the whole world's way of just telling everybody to slow down. Be more cautious, be more careful of what you're taking from the earth, what you're able to give back. Make more sustainable choices. Carry that metal straw around. Think twice before just excessively shopping. As someone who loves to shop, this is something I'm also saying to myself, in all honesty. I want to make more careful choices, and I hope that you're with me in that. I really hope that if even one of these tips come in handy for you and you find helpful, I will consider my job at least a little bit done. Thank you for sticking around till the end of this video. If you have, I want to tell you, we're all in this together. Go ahead and post that secret code down below in the comment section, because we really are, and we need to stick through this. We need to keep hope in our heads and faith in our hearts, and we're all going to come out of this soon, inshallah. Thank you for watching. Hit like on this video, and don't forget to be tuned in with that bell button for all my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.